The 2026 FIFA World Cup is shaping up to be the biggest event in football history. For the first time ever, the tournament expands to 48 teams and is hosted across 3 nations: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. This is going to change everything. More matches, more drama, more opportunities, and more chaos. But even in a tournament this big, one question rises above the rest. Which team is entering 2026 as the strongest in the world? Today, we're breaking down the contenders, the tactics, the squad depth, and ultimately the one team that looks the most dangerous heading into the World Cup. And trust me, the answer might surprise you. Stick around to the end for my bold prediction. Before we jump into the strongest teams, we need to understand why 2026 is unlike any World Cup before first. The size. 48 teams, 104 matches. That means elite teams must survive more games, more travel, and more physical stress than ever before. Second, the geography. Games will be played across huge distances, from the heat of Mexico to the cooler climates in Canada. Teams without strong squad rotation could struggle with fatigue. Third, the tournament format now includes a round of 32. That means even traditional giants could face tricky opponents earlier than expected. All of this makes squad depth more important than ever. The team that wins this World Cup won't just need superstars, they'll need reliable backups, tactical versatility, fitness, and consistency. And with that in mind, let's talk about the contenders. When we talk about the strongest teams entering the 2026 tournament, 4 names naturally rise to the top. They're the defending world champions. They have experience, chemistry, and a winning culture. Some players from their 2022 squad remain world-class. Their challenge? Transition. With Messi nearing retirement and key players aging out, their stability is not guaranteed. Brazil always has talent. That's never the question. But their issue is consistency. Their form in qualifiers has been shaky, and they're still trying to form a stable identity. If their young attackers peak at the right time, they could explode. But there are big question marks. France arguably has the best talent pool in the world. Their squad depth is ridiculous. However, their performance can swing from unstoppable to shockingly inconsistent. They will be a threat, but they're also not unbeatable. England is entering 2026 with one of the strongest generations in their history. They have pace, creativity, and major tournament experience, but their biggest weakness remains mentality. Can they finally win when it matters most? All 4 of these teams have a shot at winning, but only one stands out as the strongest team heading into 2026, combining youth, experience, tactical identity, and recent momentum. That team is Spain. And here's why. Let's start with the most obvious factor: Spain's young talent. This is not just a good generation. This might be the greatest generation Spain has produced since the golden era of Iniesta, Xavi, and David Silva. Lamine Yamal, still a teenager, is already performing at levels we only see in once-in-a-lifetime players. His creativity, vision, and calmness under pressure make him one of the most dangerous wide attackers in the world. Then you have Pedri, an elite midfielder who reads the game better than players 10 years older. When he's healthy, he is the engine of Spain's midfield. Add Gavi, a relentless ball winner with huge technical quality, and Nico Williams, one of the most explosive young wingers in Europe. And this is just scratching the surface. Spain doesn't just have one superstar, they have an entire generation entering their prime at the same time. Many teams have great young players, others have well-established veterans. Spain has both. Players like Rodri, arguably the best defensive midfielder in the world, anchor the midfield with experience, leadership, and tactical intelligence. Aymeric Laporte brings defensive stability, and Spain's goalkeeping options remain strong. This blend of youthful explosiveness and seasoned leadership gives Spain one of the most balanced squads heading into 2026. They're not too old. They're not too inexperienced. They have the perfect mix. For years, critics argued Spain held on to possession without purpose. They kept the ball beautifully, but sometimes lacked penetration. That old Spain is gone. In recent tournaments, Spain has evolved. They still control games with smart passing, but now they attack with width, with speed, and with aggression. Their wingers stretch the field. Their midfielders play vertical passes. Their defenders step high and press relentlessly. This modern Spain is more unpredictable, more dangerous, and more exciting. They can dominate possession. they can counterattack, they can overload midfield, they can break lines with dribbling. This tactical flexibility is crucial in a long tournament like the 2026 World Cup. When judging who enters a World Cup the strongest, recent form matters. Spain has been one of the most consistent and impressive teams in competitive matches leading up to 2026. Their young stars have taken massive steps forward, their attack looks more dynamic than ever, and their squad depth is improving every year. They're not just promising, they are delivering results. This combination of momentum, depth, talent, and identity is what separates Spain from other contenders. Of course, no team is unbeatable. Spain faces a few challenges that could impact their World Cup run. 1. Injuries to key players. If Yamal, Pedri or Rodri were to suffer injuries before or during the tournament, Spain's playing style could be heavily affected. 2. High expectations and pressure. With Spain being seen as a favorite, pressure could be intense. Young stars will need to show maturity on the biggest stage. 3. Knockout stage matchups. In knockout football, anything can happen. Facing France, England or Argentina early could create unpredictable complications. 4. Defensive consistency. Spain's defense is strong, but not flawless. One bad moment in a knockout match can change everything. But overall, Spain's strengths outweigh their weaknesses by a huge margin. So here's my prediction. Spain enters the 2026 World Cup as the strongest team, on paper, on the pitch, and in terms of momentum. They have generational talent, elite midfield control, speed, creativity, and a modern tactical identity that fits perfectly with today's football. If they stay healthy and maintain their form, Spain should be considered the clear favourites to win the 2026 World Cup. But what do you think? Is Spain truly the strongest team heading into 2026? Or do you believe another nation, Argentina, Brazil, France, England, or maybe even a dark horse, will rise to the occasion? Let me know your predictions down in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe for more football content, and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.